Qin Shan was no stranger to the Saint Hall. Although the Saint Hall was part of the military, it had a special status. All departments in the military and even forces outside the military were always watching the Saint Hall closely. This was all due to the hyper-geno arts developed by the organization. Even within the military, the licenses used to purchase at the Saint Hall were limited. For those who worked at the Saint Hall, the control was even tighter. Security clearance would only be issued after extremely strict scrutiny. As a prestigious professor and a meister at the Saint Hall, Bai Yishan was one of the leadership team in the Saint Hall. Surprisingly, such a big shot as Bai Yishan would like to transfer Ha Sain to work for the Saint Hall as his assistant. When he contacted the management of the special squad, they were all quite shocked. Feeling equally surprised was Qin Shan. At the same time, she felt more confident about her choice of talent. However, Qin Shan did not want to let Ha Sain go. Her original plan was to ask Ha Sain to lead the squad after she entered Second God's Sanctuary. Although Yang Manli was quite capable, she did not have the leadership skills and was inclined to make extreme decisions, which was not helpful to the team. However, Qin Shan did not make the decision yet, as she would like to hear what Ha Sain thought. If he would like to go to the Saint Hall, she would not try to stop him. After all, for most people, the Saint Hall meant a bright future. Come in. Qin Shan saw Ha Sain was outside her office and said. Ha Sain was the biggest gem that she had found in steel armor shelter. He was a little greedy and cowardly, but his growth was faster than she had expected from him. Seeing Qin Shan smiling at him, Ha Sain felt a bit scared. Ha Sain, you have done well recently. Qin Shan smiled at Ha Sain. Under your guidance, Ha Sain said quickly. Well said. Qin Shan's smile became brighter. This made Ha Sain more nervous. He cleared his throat and said, So why have you called me here? Quote, So Professor Bai Yishan from the Saint Hall wants you to work as his assistant. Do you want to go? Without further ado, Qin Shan told Ha Sain what has happened. A professor from the Saint Hall wants me as his assistant? Ha Sain paused and realized that he had nothing to do with the Saint Hall. And Professor Bai was also a stranger. It is many people's dream to work for the Saint Hall, not to mention under Professor Bai Yishan. It is a great opportunity and you should think about it. Qin Shan grinned. She wanted to make Ha Sain her successor, but if he did not want the same thing she did, there was no point in keeping him. What do you think? Ha Sain looked at Qin Shan and asked. He felt it was a bit weird, since he had never even heard of this professor. Ha Sain was always suspicious of a pie in the sky. Of course, I think the Saint Hall is the great place. The pay is higher than in the special squad, and you will also have the chance to learn lots of advanced hypergeno arts. In addition, you will also be working for Professor Peter, who is an authority. If you become his assistant, you will have a higher status than I do. So, you think I should go? Ha Sain pondered. On the contrary, I hope you could stay. Qin Shan shook her head and said, You know that I have high hopes for you. Of course, I wish that you could continue to stay on the squad. In a couple of months, I will become an evolver and enter Second God's Sanctuary. I will recommend you as my successor to lead the squad. Alright then, I'll pass and follow you. Ha Sain said decisively. In the Saint Hall, there might be a lot of benefits, but he still sensed something fishy about this. In addition, he was practicing jade skin. If he walked around experts of hypergeno arts all day, they might be able to tell that Hussein believed that based on his credentials and knowledge, he was more likely to become a guinea pig in a place like the Saint Hall. He would not go even if Qin Shan did not try to keep him on the squad. And now he was also doing Qin Shan a favor, so that was two birds with one stone. Qin Shan's eyes lit up. She did not expect Hussein to agree so fast and give up a great opportunity because of what she had said. You're great. I chose the right man. Qin Shan was excited and patted Hussein on the shoulder. Keep up the good work. Although leading the squad might not be as glamorous now, you would have a harder time at the Saint Hall because of the glass ceiling. There. I assure you that you would never regret today's decision. I did not think that far. As long as I can follow you, that's good enough for me, Hussein said. Quickly, Qin Shan blushed and the thought of Hussein's words when she hypnotized him. Well then, I won't keep you here. Watching Hussein leave, she thought, he was just too young, otherwise I might consider him as a suitor.